This video, I'm going to show you how to build a dynamic navigation card. So I think I mentioned earlier, but there's a way inside of the theme builder where you can actually specify in your settings, you go to navigation, then you can choose which of the cards you want to be used as your navigation. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically create one card here, and we're going to name it navigation, and then in the settings we're actually going to choose which card we want to add. So right now we've got intro banner and no nav, so I'm going to make a new one called navigation and then come and link this up, and that way the theme builder knows which card you want to be repeated on every page for the navigation and which one you want to be used for the footer. In addition to this, it lets you actually add navigation to this. So we know that there's a home page, which we're going to link to the home page and hit add, and then I can actually add a second page called how it works. This is my next nav item, and I'll just do a hashtag for now, and we'll do one that is directory. Again, I'm just copying what's over here, home, how it works, directory. And contact us is actually just going to link down to the bottom, but you could add as many as you need to. So directory, and I'm just going to do a hashtag there. So either you can write in whatever URL you want, or before you start typing, it's going to list out all the available pages that are in the site, but it lets you pretty much link to anything you want. So let's go ahead and save those changes, and we'll come back and add our navigation card in a second. So go over here, we're going to have a new card, navigation, and hit create and edit. Now I'm going to go back over to my project here in WebStorm, and let's go to the header.php. That's where my looks like my navigation is sitting. So I'm going to just pull in everything there. Go over to the HTML and hit paste. So it's actually going to bring everything in. It looks like my domain here is wrong, so I'm going to change this to my CDN link. Let's go to that. I'm just copying it from that other tutorial. So we'll go HTTPS, bring in the link. Get too many slashes there. Seller add network / there we go, and there's my domain. So now we are seeing something weird. It's giving us this blue background. That's because I'm guessing there's an ID or something. This will not show up in the rest of the site. There's ways to fix this and clean this up, but for now I'm not going to worry about it. I'm looking more for functionality. So now here it is hard-coded to show that we have home, how it works, directory, because it's just sitting here, but a customer is not going to have access to this code. They're only going to have access to their kind of that navigation builder tool. So we want to make this, we're going to link this navigation up to this here. And the way we do that is quite simple. All we have to do is add a little ng class here, ng bind HTML equals client nav. And all you have to do is put that inside of the UL tag there. And you can leave all this in there, doesn't matter. It's going to build it out with the LI and the A tags in the same sort of way, but whether I have something in there or not, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to hit update. Now what I can do with this is, instead of putting it in to do, it doesn't matter what the status is, but I'm going to go ahead and set approved but not listed. This is very important. We don't want customers dragging and dropping their navigation all over the page. That would be a disaster. So instead of hitting approved, you can say it's approved, but don't list it for customers. So approved, not listed. We're going to hit update. I don't really need a thumbnail on this because it's never going to be seen by a customer. So I'm going to just skip that step for now. I'm going to hit update, and I'm going to go back to this page. Now it's not actually shown there since I've just saved it. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh this page. Navigation, there's my navigation card. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go back over to my domain that we set up in a previous tutorial, selleraddnetwork.website.seller.io, and we're going to hit refresh. And there's our navigation. How cool is that? Now we know it's not hard-coded because I can actually see that if I click on this, it's going to go to just a hashtag. And I can actually go here, navigation, let's just say like this is my test URL, and we'll go to https google.com, see if this works. Save, go back here and refresh. Now there's about a 60-second delay from changing the navigation here to actually seeing it show up on the site. So don't worry if you don't see it immediately. Just give it just a second. I'm going to refresh here, actually clear my cache as well. And there you see there's test URL. It's been added here dynamically. And if I click test URL, we go to Google's page. So that works just great. I'm going to go back in here and just delete that, make sure that it is dynamic. And again, don't worry too much if you don't see it show up. It is about a 60-second cache on that. And I can just make sure that you clear your cache and refresh. So there's our navigation working. It's now dynamic and it's going to get added automatically to every page we create moving forward.